If you're celebrating a special occasion or just love fine dining, you're in the right place. Come experience the crown jewel of South Point restaurants, Michael's Gourmet Room.
Welcome.
With over 600 different types of wines and magnificent dishes prepared tableside, you'll revel in the rich classic Vegas decor and the best black tie service in the world. This intimate gourmet room has earned accolades galore. Come to Michael's Gourmet Room for an unforgettable dining experience. Another famous restaurant is the Silverado Steakhouse, where you'll find the charm and service that discerning patrons require. From top quality steaks and chops to fresh seafood and desserts, you'll love the award-winning wine list and menu at Silverado Steakhouse. Steak lovers have even more options with primarily prime rib. Catering to hearty appetites, the menu features a variety of flavorful prime rib cuts, dry-aged to ensure tenderness, and then seasoned and slowly roasted. Although prime rib is our specialty, it's not the only thing on the menu. There's something for everyone. And if you're craving a taste of Italy, come experience delicious Italian cuisine and the attentive service at Don Vito's. Our culinary team starts with the freshest ingredients and transforms them into traditional favorites. And don't forget Italian desserts. Don Vito's. Savor the taste of Italy. Finally, if sushi is more your style, join us at the popular Zenshin Asian restaurant and sushi bar, where we're serving up the freshest sashimi, nigiri, and sushi rolls. And beyond the sushi, an exciting contemporary Asian cuisine menu, plus a variety of specialty drinks, Japanese and domestic beer, wine, and sake. Balance your hunger with Zenshin.
Hey everybody, Stephen A. Smith just signed a $100 million deal with ESPN. He's getting $100 million for just talking about the Cowboys, LeBron, and who's the GOAT. Wow, I mean, I'll take a fraction of that. I hate people that repeat talking about the same athletes. Hey, two great Caitlin Clark clips coming up. Drew Dog, roll the open. What's up, everybody? Live from the South Point Casino here in Las Vegas, just south of the Strip. It's game time. Thanks for streaming YouTube to watch the show that if it were a battle bot, its name would be the South Point Assassin. It's Punchlines, ladies and gentlemen. That'll make sense in a minute. It's a program that's a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, some smart gambling advice. I don't know about today, but we'll give you some picks. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And on today's show, we're going to come through and it counts like this Laker fan and yet another. This must be like the fifth this month of another half-court money shot at an NBA game.
Hit the lights, Lakers fans. Let's cheer Mike on.
This is for $100,000. We've seen Cleveland give away 4 $10,000 shots. This guy for $100. Drains it. 100 grand after taxes and everything. He owes the Lakers $4,000. So congratulations. Again, if you watched the Laker game last night, perhaps your husband did. We'll introduce him in a second. Laker-Knicks game was outstanding. They covered late. They even covered for Reno Paul, but they needed OT to do it. So congratulations on that. On the show today, the return of the very funny comedian who has a new special available on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. It's called Schmear Campaign. Esther Steinberg is here.
Thank you.
Esther.
It's so good to be here.
Esther, I'm going to say this every time you're here. The only person ever to receive a standing ovation from Ann, our director, was you, Esther. So
and now I have to...
No pressure.
No pressure.
Just saying, Ann's over there today. She'll be rooting you on.
I got to do what I did.
Right. Do you remember what you did?
No, but now I know what it's like to be an athlete when they're like, come on, Michael Phelps, swim.
Right.
And he's like, I have mental health issues. Don't make me swim.
Well, I am going to do a callback to something you said in one of your appearances. We'll see if you remember it. I'm going to set you up for it.
Okay.
Not yet. It's coming up. But I want to talk about this jersey. Now, this is a Denver Nuggets. That is an awesome Nugget. Yeah, they can see the mountain range. There you go. So what did you do to this jersey? Look, you made it a joker.
You know, I love fashion as much as I love sports. And sometimes the jerseys are kind of ugly. They remind me of high school.
Right.
And right now, lately, I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like a high school jersey.
Right.
But then you see, I like more vintagey.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I want the vintage Nuggets jersey. And I got this, but I wanted Jokic because he's MVP.
You know,
I had to customize. People who get custom jersey put their own last name.
Right. No.
I customized it to put this nice Jokic number.
Right.
And
Now, your husband, Noah Garnschwartz, who's been on the show a couple times.
Yes.
Very funny comedian as well. He is a giant Nuggets fan.
Yeah. He told me he would divorce me if I didn't wear it today.
All right. Well, the marriage is safe. So
He's
good to know.
so serious. But we have a son who now cheers for the other team, and I don't know what that is.
Opposite of the Nuggets.
Yeah, so daddy's rooting for Nuggets, and then this punk is like, "Go Kings!" And you'd think that this 41-year-old sports fan would just be like, "Yeah, whatever." The 4-year-old's gonna do. No, they just butt heads all night. And he goes, "Why do you have to cheer for the Kings?" And I was like, he's an independent thinker. He doesn't want to be like daddy. And he's like, "How hard is it to cheer for the Nuggets?"
But by the way, you might be the first mom I've ever heard refer to her son as a punk. And as a child, too. Maybe if they're like 13 or 14, he's a little bit of a punk. You got a 4-year-old. Punk.
Words have like a de-stress about it. So I go to the bathroom and I'm like, and then I go back out and I'm like, "You're just an independent thinker, my little Pooh Bear."
All right. Also on the show today to give us his take on the Luka trade, some NFL cuts, and his awesome new custom truck. Pittsburgh comedian, friend of mine, Matt Light, will be on the show a little later in the show. We also have a studio audience. A lot of guys are in town from Pittsburgh to see the Penguin game tonight against the Golden Knights. So make some noise, Pittsburgh crew. And Courtney's here.
The Penguin got an award and everything.
The what?
The Penguin. Different Penguin. It was a different Penguin.
Talking Colin Farrell, the Penguin.
Congratulations,
right,
you
he's
guys.
very excited.
Oh, okay, not the right one.
Our sportsbook director here, Chris Andrews, here at the South Point, who's also from Pittsburgh, is also going to the game. And I think the reason he's going to the game is because I reminded him. He's like, "Oh, that's right, the Penguins are in town tonight." So the Penguins, who have made how many trades today already? Because the deadline just passed. They don't even have enough players, is what Bill is saying, that they might not even be. So I'd say if you have a few bucks on you, run to the window. Maybe take the Knights. I can't bet against the Penguins. I can't bet against Pittsburgh teams.
Okay.
Just saying. I don't know, but it seems like the Penguins are.
I wouldn't bet against your team.
Well, but
see, I know how to play to the audience.
You're endearing yourself to fans. All right,
I'd rather lose money betting on the Penguins than win with the Knights.
Well, now see, Vince is a giant Golden Knights fan, so I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's a hard to pander both sides.
All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at today's punch menu, ladies and gentlemen. See what's coming up on the show. We already told you we have the lovely Esther Steinberg here. Matt Light will be up. In our comedy clip of the day, we got some funny stuff. Also, Drew Dog is directing the show today. We went, and Matt Neverett was there, and Courtney and I, we went over to the BattleBots. Do you know Bill Dwyer? Very funny.
I mean, yes, BattleBots.
Everyone knows Bill Dwyer. So Bill Dwyer, who I've known for, 25 years, 30 years, whatever.
Which is crazy because you're only 19.
Exactly. It's a weird thing. I'm Benjamin buttoning it. So Bill Dwyer hosts the BattleBots Destructathon, which I got confused with Toyotathon, but it's Destructathon. So we went over and we got to see, and I actually got to operate, not like the actual BattleBot, but they have a thing called the pulverizer, which is in the corner. And if the BattleBots should just so happen to get in that corner, I get to, usually they have children do it. But usually it's like a little kid like, wee! But on this day, Bill, with the pool as the host of the show, he's like, we're going to get Nicotero on there. So he's like, it doesn't.
It's Vegas kids, so they still have neck tattoos and gold teeth.
They do. That is true. So I got to do it. And oh yeah, I got a couple solid hits on the pulverizer. Took a second to get the rhythm because it's like it goes in, you got to wait. So I hammered it, and my BattleBot won. What was my BattleBot called? Slinky? No, no, it was. It wasn't the Kraken. I don't know. We'll see in the peak. What? The hammer? No, the actual BattleBot. But anyway, I haven't seen the piece, but I'm sure it's going to be great. So we have that. Some gambling advice. We usually give picks at 12:36. Do you have any pick today? You don't have to do it now.
I don't know about today, but I think that the Cavs are going to do good things. I heard they're good.
They're good. They clinched a playoff berth already. It's pretty amazing this early.
And then I like Jokic. Whatever Jokic is doing, follow him.
I think Denver's off. I was going to check because I figured she might go with Denver.
Even if Denver's off, I'm still going Jokic.
Go with Jokic.
I love spending money.
Now, we had a clip of Jokic earlier this week. He was at like a camp or something with a bunch of kids. Mm-hmm. And the kids are like, dunk it. They're like third graders. They're kind of punks. at that age. You know that. So they're like, dunk it. And he's like, I don't dunk in the game. I can't do an accent of, can you?
Like, I don't dunk.
There you go.
That's him.
It's like he's here. That was perfect.
Yeah.
So you think he's going to want to please the kids, and he just goes in and he jams it and sticks it on the side of the rim and lets them all down.
Oh my god!
Kind of a punk move by him.
So they can't even get the ball.
No, they can't even get it done.
He sounds like my 4-year-old.
There you go.
He's a huge Kings fan.
How did he get the Sacramento Kings over?
Just whoever's playing.
He doesn't care. He wants to upset dad. We'll close the show with Kenny White's Dog of the Day, followed by our Dog of the Day. We always show a cute little dog clip to end the show like the local news. No. Today we called an audible, and it's hockey themed. It's a cat. We're going with the cat. Let's just say if this cat was playing goalie for the Penguins tonight, you might take the Penguins. That's all. That's what's called a tease in the business. That's coming up later in the show. Now it's time for Top of Show breaking video. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Esther, this is where we roll out some stuff.
Okay.
It's important stuff. It's like a news thing, right?
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. Now, are you familiar with Caitlin Clark?
I'm very familiar. Everyone's familiar.
She plays for the Indiana...
Jones. and
this is the callback I was setting you up for.
She's breaking records.
She's breaking records and breaking hearts. Now, you were on the show and I mentioned Indiana. I said, what's the name of the Indiana team? You went, the Indiana Joneses, which made our year-end special. One of my favorite clips, the Indiana Joneses. By the way, change the name now. Someone trademarked that. It's the Indiana Fever.
That's worse. Where does fever come from?
You know what?
Caitlin's temperature.
There is a reason.
Basketball fever.
Basketball fever. Catch it. No, that's not right. We looked this up one time. There was a reason it was the fever.
Well, my kid goes, why is Sacramento Kings the Kings? And I said to him, because when Queen Elizabeth would visit America, she always went to Sacramento.
There you go.
You have to come up with lies. You can just leave people with lies. So the fever,
especially children.
Yeah, I don't know. That's such a
We'll look this up. Someone will check on this. Maybe we'll.
But most importantly,
I look at Keith. He goes, shit, me. Okay, all right.
She's achieving greatness and getting attention as a woman without showing her boobs. That's huge.
That we know of as of now. Okay, anyway, she did a little game of this or that with Eli Manning. So Eli Manning, you know who Eli Manning is, right?
He was a Bronco? Or is that his brother?
That's his brother. Okay, that's good. Same family, same thing.
Okay.
So they played a little game of this and that, and they talked about sports movies. Now, I don't know what sports movies you know. If you know some of these.
I know the best one.
What's the best one?
The best one of all time. Well,
Best
you
sports
go
movie.
first, and then I'll let you know the actual real answer.
Okay, we talked about this. We've done this several times on the show. If I had to, gun to my head, one choice, I would probably go The Natural. Robert Redford baseball movie. Great movie. It's wrong. That's not the right answer.
The right answer is
Correct.
League of Their Own.
Okay, well.
There's no crying in baseball.
Rockford Peaches. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little humble brag here. I was at the Santa Monica traffic court. I had never gotten a ticket in LA. I had gotten 4 tickets, got out of all of them because the cops don't show up, right?
Is this the brag?
No, that's not the brag. No, that's the brag. I showed up. So I'm in Santa Monica. I'm on empty. I see a gas station. I'm in the left lane. I see the gas station, put my signal on. I turn to the gas station. Bike cop comes up. You that was illegal. I'm like, turning into because I did it from the left lane. I'm like, but I had my signal on. I crossed the right lane. So he's kind of a jerk. So he gives me the ticket. So I show up to fight it. He did show up. But I'm standing in line and someone comes. Lori Petty is in front of me. Lori Petty, who played the little sister. Nag, Mares, whatever she did. So Lori Petty's there. Kit. Yeah, she was Kit. And I said, oh, my God, hey, nice to meet you. I saw traffic court. We told our stories. And then I said, my mom was raised in Rockford, Illinois, Rockford Peaches. She's like, oh, my God. She's like, I actually lived there when I was a kid for a little while. And we talked. So a couple people come up. And I'm like, okay, they're going to recognize Lori Petty. They recognize me.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Street Smarts guy. I was like, hey, thanks a lot. And then I'm like, hey, this is my friend Lori. And they're like, yeah. All right, they didn't even know. I'm like, little did they know Lori Petty was also Tank Girl. One of the worst movies ever made. But anyway, that's my Lori Petty story. All right, moving on.
That's good.
So it was all right. So here we go. Caitlin Clark playing this or that sports movies. I don't know if League of Their Own comes up. Here we go. Your dog
roll. A
roll.
little game called This or That.
All right. So Eli's
Sports
asking her.
movies. I'm gonna name 2 of them, and you pick which one you like the most. All right, we go. Caddyshack.
What do you
Happy
take?
Gilmore.
Caddyshack or Happy Gilmore? Caddyshack.
Wow. Mighty Ducks or
Sandler.
Miracle?
Miracle. Come on,
Little
Herb
Giants
Brooks.
or Sandlot?
Sandlot.
Sandlot's overrated.
Probably Sandlot.
Overrated.
Field of Dreams or The Natural? You ever seen those?
I've never seen The Natural, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Got it.
Iowa. Have to represent.
Field of Dreams is like a
it's
close
just heaven.
second.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's
Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You know.
I know it. Air Bud or Like Mike?
Like Mike. Like
Neither.
Mike's is my favorite.
I go with the dog
basketball
movie.
So. One of them.
One of them. All
They
we'll get
did
to-
not
I have
treat
some others
dogs
in
great.
here. What about Space Jam or Hoosiers?
Hoosiers.
Space Jam.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Gene, I'm sorry.
Hoosiers is like the best movie ever. I think it's my favorite movie.
Hoosiers is amazing. It's
That's a
basketball.
crazy take.
I'm waiting for
That is a
Bend It Like
crazy take.
Beckham.
What about Remember the Titans or Rudy?
Rudy.
Ooh, that's tough.
No, it's not. It's easy,
Remember
Caitlin.
the Titans, I think. But I
Caitlin,
love
this
Rudy
is
too.
simple.
Good movie. It's a
All right.
good movie.
What did she
Met
take?
Rudy?
I haven't.
You will
Have
one
you?
day. Oh yeah, you'll get them. I used to do my.
Shut up,
rookies
Eli.
that came
We don't
in
care.
The quarterback room.
Go
I'd
back to
play older
Cece.
than them. I'd make them.
You know, usually
they hadn't seen a lot
accomplished
of movies.
athletes
They'd
don't
never
just
seen
sit on the
Caddyshack. They'd
couch
never
and watch
seen
movies
all
day.
Yeah, so
I'm impressed she's watched any
movies.
movies.
Good point.
Watch them
These
and
week,
report back.
Yeah, I need it.
All right, there you go. So, all right, do you agree or disagree with a lot of those choices?
I agree with the ones she hasn't seen.
The Natural, which was my favorite.
I also agree with that. No, I think she did a good job with. I like The Sandlot, and I love Space Jam. And I'm going to say it. I like both Space Jams. And my son said to me, "Where's Kobe's Space Jam?" And then we had to be like, "He died. We're bummers." It would have been a good opportunity for me to lie to my kid.
Right,
but
so it's coming.
I wanted to see him cry for a second. I think it's always a good time to bring up the sadness
What
of
is your
Kobe.
son's name?
Moses.
Moses. I'm sorry, Moses.
Moses Benjamin. Benjamin because it's our favorite dollar bill, but
Well,
Moses
who
because
isn't?
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone or Moses Malone? Is it really named? Did Noah named him after Moses Malone?
Yeah.
Who, by the way, didn't go to college, skipped right out of high school. So maybe there you go.
College is not a good place.
A lot of money. Moses was.
LeBron didn't go to college.
No, he went right to high school.
What about Bronny? Did Bronny?
Bronny didn't. I don't.
Love Bronny. He's my favorite Nepo baby.
He is. Now, if you look behind Cece there, you saw that there was a Papa Shot there. How are you at Papa Shot? Basketball game?
Pretty bad at all sports.
Okay, so we're going to run this Eli Manning versus Caitlin Clark.
Oh, this is
basketball
good.
player, pro basketball player, pro football player. Should have gotten the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. He should have. You win 2 Super Bowls going on the first ballot. By the way, I have a $500 bet with Jeff Parles. He says Ben Roethlisberger will not go in on a first ballot, which is insane. I'm going to spend it now. I'm going to cash that $500 already. So they played Papa Shot. Who do you think's going to win between them?
Caitlin, she's just like younger and hungrier.
Let's roll it. Let's find out who wins. Here we go. All right, so it starts off. That's the same one. Here we go. We'll get it. All right. So Caitlin starts off strong, but you got to remember, Eli, professional athlete, even though his mouth is always open. So he's shooting. Matt Light's watching it.
Athletes get lazy when they get all the TV commercials.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
They turn into like Verizon guys.
It's true. So now it's almost over because now they get to the 3-pointers.
I need to see the score.
Eli's getting hot.
She did the female thing where she like puts herself down. I'm bad at Papa Shot. Oops, I won.
Oops, am I?
That's what we learn as women.
Yeah.
Just always apologize.
So anyway, it turns out Eli won. 70. So Eli won. You can cut it, Drew. Rigged. I don't know how it happened.
I had $500 on that game.
Yeah, you just lost. So anyway, thanks to Eli and Cece on that. All right. Steph Curry, speaking of hoops, Steph Curry had a big game last night. Now, Steph Curry had 51, 52, 56 last week. So the next game, they're playing Charlotte. I said, take the under 26.5. Guess what? 21 points. I gave you a winner. Steph Curry had a big game last night against the Nets, including this incredible half quarter. Watch this. This is right before the half. So it just turns around. It's in. Unbelievable. What he did in the Olympics, I think wasn't he the athlete of the year, SI or some magazine? Wasn't it SI?
Oh, Steph Curry then. Steph Curry then.
Not
He
a Steph.
reminds me of me in middle school because he's always like pulling out his retainer.
Yeah. He chews on it. He like puts it.
that
He
was
chews.
me in middle school. That was gross. It's always gross.
Well, there's a shot. We have a fan shot of it, right? Drew Dog, roll this. This is like a different angle. Okay, so this is like even a better shot. And then he turns. I'm Steph Curry. What are you gonna do? He didn't do the shake, but he runs over and just. It's halftime. Yeah, it's not like he left to go get a snack. It was halftime. He left. Pretty impressive, right?
I like that. I like when you just run off stage.
That's cool. Right, exactly.
But it's a little cocky.
Okay.
I don't know, Steph.
All right, so anyway, Steph Curry, sure, he can shoot the ball, but can he do it on skates? Well, you know who can? Steph Fleury. Here's a guy, so Steph Fleury, a guy dressed as Steph Curry on basketball on skates. I don't know where this is. I feel like it's somewhere cold. I'm a genius. Anyway, look at the guy skating around right there. You know who he's playing against? A punk. 4-year-old punk.
Nah.
So that's Steph Fleury. Are they wearing helmets? Or is it just a hat? But anyway, that's pretty cool.
It's good. It's good exercise.
Speaking of ice, ladies and gentlemen, there was a record in Massachusetts for ice fishing. 13-year-old boy caught the biggest big mouth bass ever, and the reaction is amazing. We squeezed it in. Here we go. This kid, watch his face. Not a punk. Very happy.
This is incredible.
So look at this. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The title is Nice Bass.
Oh my God. That's the biggest bass of my life.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Biggest in all its 13 years, ladies and gentlemen.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but his parents put the fish in there.
In a little
I didn't
kid,
wanna say
in a
it.
little tank they buried under the ice. Yeah, okay. You might be right, Esther. So look, they measure it, which looks pleasant for the fish.
The parents are pretending that they're seeing this fish for the first time. Play along.
Now, here's the great thing. So you're like, oh, this poor fish is gasping for air. But watch what the little kid does here. Here we go. Okay, they wait. We get it. You got it, Wade. Put it back. Look, oh, the little giggle. Oh, does it stop there? Oh, okay. Well, he kissed the fish. He kissed it.
Nice.
And then he cut the head off right there. No, he didn't. No, I'm joking. He kissed it. He put it back in the ice. He let it go free. Which is is that what you would do?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be cold in the first place.
Where were you born?
Florida.
Oh, well, there
Tampa.
you go. Oh,
Go Bucks.
How could I forget your Tampa Bay Buccaneers story from last time? Yeah, you're a warm girl. Okay. Anyway, congratulations to that kid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our comedy clip of the day. And, we can find funny videos. But why do that when we have Esther here? And we have a clip from her special that you can catch
That made
on
it sound
Ism
like I wasn't the funny clip.
You're funny since you walked in.
Coincidentally, you guys found the funniest clip on the internet, and it just happens to be
Just
your
happens to be
guest.
Esther. Comedy clip of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Esther Steinberg, watch her special out now. Here we go. It's from her special schmear campaign.
I did get a nose job. I got a rhinoplasty. I got a little nose reduction. Thank you. I don't want anyone thinking I'm trying to erase my Judaism. Like, I'm a Jewish girl with a nose job. I mean, it's the most Jewish thing a Jewish girl could do. But I don't ever want anyone to think like, oh, she's trying to erase her Judaism, because I'm a very proud and loud Jew. No one's here, okay. And I just don't need people knowing I'm Jewish from like 2 blocks away. That's all. But my friends were not supportive. All my friends were like, no, don't do it. You can't. I'm like, why? Don't you want me? You're afraid I'm gonna look better than you? Like, is that? One of my friends goes, Esther, I actually like your nose. That's not a compliment. A compliment's like, you have beautiful eyes. I love your hair. Not contrary to what everyone in the world probably says. Like, I actually happen to be the only person on planet Earth that likes your nose.
Yay, Esther. Excellent. There's all the information on Schmear Campaign. That's a great shot right there of you. And it's available now.
Yeah, and it's dedicated to Dr. Zumalin, my plastic surgeon. So
there you go. Has he watched it yet?
No.
Okay.
He's very busy.
He's very busy.
He makes like $30,000 an hour.
All right, let's see here. It's time for roll call. Let's take a look at roll call. Do we have anything going on in there? Yes. Is there? Because my computer. Top chat. I know I hit live chat. Am I supposed to hit top or live? All right. So the question of the day was, guest host comedian Esther Steinberg doesn't know much about sports. Give her an athlete's name and let's see if she can guess what sport they play or why they're famous. Now, what do we have? We had Aaron O'Connor. Someone said Bucky Dent. Who's Bucky Dent? What does he sound like he plays?
Hockey.
Hockey?
Hockey.
He's actually a baseball player from the 70s. He played for the Yankees.
From the 70s?
70s, 80s.
I need to know that before.
Okay,
what
that's
decade?
true. My computer's doing weird things. What else? Who else is in there? And who else has one, Keith?
You have Dick Trickle?
Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle?
Yep, Dick Trickle.
That's got to be like curling or something.
Why curling?
I don't know. There's some like, I don't know. know. I feel like you have to get inventive if you have the word Dick Trickle in your name.
He's a race car driver. Oh, I got it now. Of course, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Dick Trickle. Let's see here. Bucky Den. Bo Nix. Do you know Bo Nix? You should know Bo Nix for your husband.
Bo Nix feels like a football player.
That is right.
With a lot of CTE.
No, he's. I want to say he's a rookie, but he's not young because he played like 9 years in college. He's one of those guys.
Okay.
But he plays for, I would assume, your husband's favorite football team is
Broncos.
Yeah, he's the Broncos quarterback.
Yeah,
Bo
nice,
Nix.
nice.
So now you can talk about Bo Nix. Let's see here. Ivna Tola, my favorite sports announcer, Stu Pedasso. Oh, stupid ass. Why do I read them cold? Why do I do this? It's a live show. I can't. And this is a friend of yours, isn't it? Damn you. Ivna Tola. Kevin, damn you. All right.
I realized, like, I went to acting school in college. I didn't go to sports college.
Okay.
And I always feel like athletes can just major in why they're there.
Yeah.
But I took acting, but I actually feel like basketball players are the best actors.
Yeah?
Because they're always, they probably like went to acting school because anytime they get fouled, they're always like, oh!
Yeah. Flopping. Yeah, that's true.
It's like the only sport that the more dramatic you are about like your injury, the more opportunity you get to score points.
This is true.
And so every time that we're watching the games at home, I'm always pretending. I also like to foul around the house, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll just grab the remote." Oh! Does anyone want something to drink? My shoulder.
This is why LeBron James has 50,000 career points. That's
An
exactly
amazing
why.
actor, as you can see in Space Jam 2.
The newer version. And when's that Kobe version?
Bugs, I'll try. And I'm like, can we slow clap for that?
Yeah, good job,
amazing
LeBron.
Acting?
Some good acting by LeBron James. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of this clip, my man Matt Light will be on. This is the much-promised BattleBots video that we shot last Saturday, I believe. We went over and saw my buddy Bill Dwyer. So it's right behind the Horseshoe. If you're coming to Vegas, you have kids. You don't have to have kids. You can be an adult and go. It's a lot of fun. They have alcohol there, which is always a plus. You can watch metal destroying and have a drink.
Yeah, alcohol and metal.
Yep.
Digga-digga-dig.
Metallica. All right, here we go. BattleBots video. Check it out. It's February 2025, and everyone's afraid of AI. Me? I'm afraid of robots. And today, our friend and regular guest on Punchlines, comedian Bill Dwyer, who hosts the show, is going to show us around. So let's go in. Oh, it's locked. Oh, hey, there's Bill. I told you to use the other door. Well, I thought I knew you. It's okay. I'm the host. Okay. Hi, welcome to
All right, safety goggles.
Safety goggles.
We're going into the battle box, Frank.
This is unbelievable. Only Thunderdome in the
only
world.
battle box in the world. And these are some of your weapons here in the box. The screws, as you can see, the side rails. And watch your feet, because this is where the kill saws are, Frank.
Oh, jeez.
These are the pulverizers.
Yep.
Got to avoid these. The teams operate the pulverizers. The pulverizer head is 42 pounds. The whole thing is about 100. The upper deck is over here. Bots get tossed up there.
Right.
If they're poorly built, they can't make it down.
So this is where all the bots are built, right here.
This is where they're built, rebuilt. We have 5 of each bot because they get beat up pretty badly.
Right.
And right now, I don't even know if there's 5 working of each one because sometimes you have to cannibalize one bot to make sure that the other bots are working. But you can see Mammoth, there's Kraken.
He looks badass when he's beat up a little bit.
Right, and there's the inner Krakens. All this is just everything that needs to be repaired. More bots, Hypershock, Witch Doctor.
How many names do you have to know?
Hypershock.
How many robots do you have to know the name of?
Well, we have about 13 different robots here, but in the show there'll be 9 or 10 different ones.
Bill, that was incredible. We saw destruction. We saw a crowd going crazy, and you were awesome. I think since we're by the high five tunnel, we should end with like a high five, and we'll freeze frame it.
You got it.
Can you stop in midair?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go.
You ready?
Ready, do it. Yeah, thank you to my friend Bill Dwyer and everybody over there. Jason, for sending us that video of me. You saw me pulverize that one thing. You saw the hammer come down.
That was very good.
It was a lot of fun. Entertaining show. You could take the kids. Your son, he's a punk son, might like it too.
Yes, absolutely.
And Noah would love it. I'm telling you, it's a good time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of a good time, very funny guy, and it's kind of apropos that I have 4 Pittsburgh guys here as well. He was the top comedian in Pittsburgh, I think 3 or 4 years running. He's been on this show. This is like the 4th time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show. Matt Light is here. What's up, Matt?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me again.
Thank you, Matt. As always, where are you right now? What is behind? Is that your buddy's house that you're visiting, or what is it?
I'm at my buddy's house. I remember. Still living the dream. Yep. Frisbee. There's Bert Kreischer's Frisbee right over there. Look
Nice.
at that.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm here in the beautiful Bellevue of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It's in Bellevue, guys.
Where the average income is $17,000 a year. It's great to be here. The economy is booming in the Steel City.
Now, I know you go, but you're a huge sports fan. I know you go back and forth to Dallas a lot, and Pittsburgh and Dallas, whatever. So Luka Doncic, I remember you were so proud that you got a signed Luka ball that you bought off a girl who won it during the game. You shoved $200 in her hand and said, I want the ball, and she gave it to you. Do you think the ball's worth more or less right now? And what is the feel for the Luka trade in Dallas? People are just furious.
I think the ball is going to be worth more because they're 12-2 since Luka joining the Lakers. Lakers are going to win it all this year.
You think they're going to win it all? I mean, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like they're finally coming up with team chemistry. I think LeBron finally is realizing you don't have to be that guy anymore.
Right.
The first handful of games, LeBron was taking over. And there was really no place for Luka to be. But, over the last 5-6 games, Luka's averaging 30 points a game now. He's kind of in control of it. Defensively, it's so funny because Dallas claims they did this so that their defense could be better.
Yeah.
The Lakers defense has been like on fire recently. And Dallas is just a complete dumpster fire.
Oh, my God.
It was crazy. When they traded him, there was a group of like 6 fans that showed up to the American Airlines Center with a coffin, and they had a funeral for the Mavericks.
Yeah, we showed it. Yeah, it was hysterical.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm glad because I grew up without a basketball team, so I followed Shaq.
Yeah,
and then Shaq and Kobe, and then when Shaq left, I stayed with Kobe with the Lakers, and so I was always a Lakers fan. But when I moved to Dallas, I was like, I got to adopt a team. I loved Luka to begin with.
Sure.
So for me, selfishly, I'm actually glad he's there. But for the city of Dallas, it looks like that team's going to be playing in your city pretty soon. I think
they're trying to sell him, right? That's the rumor. Like the conspiracy
I think it's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get the casinos, and I think Mark Cuban, I don't care what anybody says, I think he knew all about this.
Possibly.
And he's playing dumb.
Yeah.
Because he has property investments around that area that are supposed to be where they're going to be building these casinos.
Yeah.
So if the legislative don't put the casinos in, you're looking at the Vegas Mavericks.
That's interesting. All right, so Esther, what did you think? Where were you when Luka was traded to the Lakers? This was probably very upsetting news for you.
No, I mean, I feel like LA needed some kind of uplifting moment this year.
Yeah.
They've kind of taken a beating.
Right.
But I was also kind of in favor of, like you said, like I wouldn't mind the Mavericks coming to Las Vegas. I also like seeing Texas suffer a little bit. It's fun.
We all do. Yes, we all do.
And I think it's also funny that there's a lot of stuff like going behind the scenes, like, oh, is it because they're trying to do gambling? And I'm like, so you get rid of your best players so you can gamble in Dallas? Okay. Or move them to Vegas. But I like that this isn't just like a trade. It's like some sneaky Jedi mind tricks.
You might be right. You might be onto something there.
And I'm pretty sure a woman's in back of all of this.
Well, it is. It's the woman that Mark Cuban sold the team to, who has Vegas connections, right? Her family, they own the Venetian. Yes.
I mean, I have no idea what's going on.
Now, Matt, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the reason the Pittsburgh crew is here, they're big Penguin fans. We're going to the game tonight. I think it's minus 240 right now. The Penguins have traded.
Hope you have lube.
Said, we hope we have lube, he said to the guy. So
they have baby oil, but.
Well, it's not a Diddy party. But here's the thing. Here's the thing is, look, we can't bet against the Penguins. The over is 6.5, whereas Bill and my buddies are like, I don't think the Penguins are going to score maybe more than a goal. So I don't know. What would you do if you were in Vegas right now and could bet on this game? Or are you betting on this game? What's your feel for tonight?
Yeah, I've been doing the same bet I've done all season. The Penguins have a historic record of giving up 13 goals off of the first shot of the game.
13 goals after the first shot. That's ridiculous. I know.
So something you can do is, I don't know how often Vegas scores, but one of the nice prop bets that I've always done is where there'll be a goal scored in the first 10 minutes of the game.
I saw you post that, right?
Yeah, that's a guarantee every time. They suck. Now, the second thing you could do is 2 goals, because usually it's about minus 150, 160 per game.
Okay.
But if you have 2 goals total scored within the first 10 minutes, you're looking at around plus 340 for the game. So I would splash a little bit of that.
I like it.
You know what I mean? I'd do 1 full unit on 10 minutes and then maybe a half a unit on looking at them to score 2 goals.
Now, Esther, did you understand all that unit talk?
Yeah, I get it. The players want Botox, and I support it. They look younger, they look better.
So Matt was saying, for those who can't hear, he's saying there should be a goal. You bet the first half of the first period. It's usually a half goal. Right.
It's a theory, but I believe in people performing their best with their back against the wall. Like, as a comedian, if I bomb, you better believe I am going home, writing some new jokes, and I'm coming back serious. But I don't know if that works for sports. Like, you keep losing.
Yeah.
You gotta win. I think tonight might be a huge win. Because
whoa. I mean, they're a big underdog. It's like minus 2.
I love an underdog.
All right, so there we go. Applause.
We traded like 3 players today.
I know. That's what we were sitting at breakfast and we're looking at the ESPN alerts kept popping up.
One of my favorite players is Jamal
Do your
Murray.
buddies have jerseys?
Sorry, Esther. Do they have jerseys? They're not wearing jerseys. He has a pullover. Adrian has a pullover. Blue Penguins.
They're playing it cool. They don't want to get into fights.
They're going to give you one. You'll be playing tonight.
He said, "Don't worry. They're giving you a jersey. You're playing tonight." So there you go. Don't wear one to the game, otherwise you got to schlep one around, right? Yeah, what were you saying, Esther?
First of all, I'd be so scared to wear a jersey in Vegas that isn't Vegas because people here are scary.
Yeah.
But no, I like an underdog. My favorite player for a while was Jamal Murray because he was always injured. He was always in sweatpants eating popcorn. And I was like, I like that because he's going to get off the bench and he's going to dominate half the time. And he does half the time. But I like unpredictable people. I want to see, I don't like true winners. I like Steph Curry. No, I want someone like up and down. I like a roller coaster.
Okay. She likes the Thunderbolt. That's a joke for Pittsburgh people. All right, Matt, we have to show these pictures because, we follow each other on social media. Matt, this is unbelievable. Show the picture of this truck. Explain what we're looking at here. This is unbelievable.
Yeah. So my buddies at Schultz Ford wanted to do a collaboration with me. And they said, hey, Matt, would you like a brand new Power Boost, Super Boost F-150 to drive around the city with your face on it? And so originally they were showing me photos of actually me that they were going to put on the car. And I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to do that. So they came up with this design. So we did this series called Comedy Driven, where I pretty much grab people from the Pittsburgh area. We drive around their favorite spots in the city and we BS a little bit. And actually, fun fact, on Tuesday, I'll be having Chris Letang in the truck.
Chris Letang's going to be in the truck. So he's doing Comedy Driven. Chris Letang, if he's not traded and is still in Pittsburgh, he's safe. He's safe. Well, that's good. That's a good get. How did you get Chris Letang? He's a hockey player.
He's my favorite pickleball player.
Pickleball. No, he's hockey.
Oh, okay.
Hockey. Pickleball.
He's good looking.
He's good looking. Well, she's married, though.
It's okay.
Yeah. So
it's Vegas.
It's Vegas. How did you get Chris Letang?
He has a truck with them too. So
he's got a truck. Oh, very nice, man. That's very cool. I saw that truck. I was like, that's unbelievable. So what kind of car would you want like here in Vegas, if a local car dealership, what's Esther, what are you getting?
I want a male midlife crisis car.
Okay, there's a lot of those here.
Also, male midlife crisis and 10-year-old boy, same style, red Corvette.
Red Corvette?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a picture of you.
No, I want a picture of like Pauly Shore and it says like Las Vegas comedy and then I get out and everyone's disappointed every time. They think it's like a 60-year-old comedian, but
you have to do an impression of Pauly when you get out. Can you do an impression of Pauly?
I'm the Wiz.
I was hoping you'd know that line.
I don't know.
Matt,
I'll go for the haircut too.
Matt, you've similar hair actually. What, Matt? What's out? What else is going on with you? You're in Pittsburgh for a bit. Are you doing the bus thing still? You're doing the Berg bus?
We got the Berg bus coming up. I am currently shooting Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay, I didn't know if we could talk about it, so I'm very excited that you got this.
Yeah, so we're shooting that until I think early June, and then if all goes well, we might be. I don't know if we're doing back to back. It depends. But yeah, we're doing season 4 right now. I got it. My official title is correctional officer.
Officer number 4. There it is. Nice.
Right, and there's 5 of them, so I'm not the worst one.
Right. Listen, anytime there's a number in the credits next to your name, as we all know, and I've mentioned many times, I got my start in the Wishmaster as pharmacy customer number 2. And I'd like to do the entire scene for you right now. Here we go.
I can't wait.
Hey, buddy, are you okay? Thank you very much. There it is. Got my SAG card. Got my SAG card. I didn't go to no fancy acting college in Florida like you.
And I'm not booking. All my roles are self. My IMDb is self. I'm sick of playing Esther Steinberg.
Matt, as always, you're great. So we blew past picks at 12:36. Do you have a pick other than the picks you gave? We can just roll with those. Was there anything else catching your eye today?
No.
Okay. Those bets were great.
Being a Pittsburgher right now, we don't watch sports anymore. We got the Pirates coming up.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I like that. You know what I'll do? I'll do this for picks for whatever time you do.
Picks at 12:36. We're late.
Yeah. 76.5 wins is the over-under for the Pirates. Paul Skenes is the best player in baseball.
He's the best.
He's got to play every 5 days. Take the over.
Yes, you know what? I'm going to do it. I do it every year. I bet the Pirate over 76.5. They won 76 games last year, I believe. So it's right at the same spot. But Skenes, here's the bet I saw on BetMGM or around town somewhere. What team will have the Cy Young Award winner? The Pirates are favored at +10. They +10, +210. So you get Skenes, you get Jared Jones, and you get Mitch Keller, whoever you never know, or Andrew Heaney.
Yeah.
No, not Andrew Heaney. But anyway, I'm going to bet that, so I like it. And I like your Penguins bet. I'm going to do that, and I'll send you a picture tonight. But anyway, and Matt, where can we catch you on Instagram? It looks like we're at Matt Light Comedy, right?
Matt Light Comedy, yes, sir.
I love it. All right, buddy. Congrats. Continued success. Be careful on that truck, and post the Crystal Tank stuff. I can't wait to see it.
Awesome. Bye, Esther. Bye, Frank.
Bye, Matt Light, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. That was great. Yeah, so we're going to bet the over a half goal in the first 10 minutes of the game tonight. That's the bet we're going to do.
He makes me want to go to Pittsburgh. It looks so beautiful.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Okay. I'm very biased. We're all very biased. We've all been
I heard
there.
It's gorgeous.
It's a great town.
And that the people are hot.
Well, I mean, look at Matt and look at me and look at this murderer's row that I brought here today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Lines of the Night, or That's Crazy, whatever we're calling it today. It's That's Crazy, or Lines of the Night. I can't read. It's black and gold. That's the Steelers' colors.
Nice.
And my high school, my whole life has been black and gold.
I was black and gold, cheerleader.
That was the same cheer we did.
No,
Yep, no.
That was our cheer.
You think I know a cheer? Black and gold.
It's already been brought in. No, I was going to say.
It's already been brought in.
Bring It On is the best sports movie.
That is a great sports movie, and cheerleading is a sport, as Alex White will attest to. All right, so let's see. I got the Paul Skenes thing. This is perfect. Here's mine. Paul Skenes bobblehead night. Here's the reveal of the Paul Skenes bobblehead. Matt was just talking about him. This show's coming together perfect.
Is this supposed to be the cute guy?
Well, he's the best player. He's not necessarily maybe the... He's dating Livy Dunn. You know who Livy Dunn is? She's the blonde. She's on Instagram. She does those Viore where she's doing the cartwheels on the beach. They show it during sports a lot.
I am not following blondes who do cartwheels on the beach. But I will.
Somehow my algorithm picked up on that. as my girlfriend
Blahs
gives
in
me a
bathing
look.
suits, not on my algorithm.
Yeah, check your husband's Instagram. She's on there.
Mine's all like parenting tips for difficult punks.
And they always say, I was just saying, call him a punk. That'll keep him in his place. Esther, we have one for you too because it's a photo you sent me. Now, tell us the story of who this person is and where you were.
So I casually go on local news and bump into none other than Kendall White from The Thrill, which is a volleyball team.
Okay.
And we talked, and I was going to say smart, interesting things about sports, but instead I said, does everyone glam up? Who wears makeup? And she was like, yeah, some girls do and some girls don't. And then I hated myself for the rest of the day for asking that question. But women's sports are not only exciting and hot right now, they're also hot. Like they're like glamming up.
Yeah,
and
they
men
are.
can't put on lashes. Well,
Well,
traditionally, men don't put on lashes and jewelry. So I do feel like in a fun way, women have that extra like, what wig will I wear? Or what lashes? So it's a little silly.
Well, the arrival. This is a big thing now in sports. They show like NFL Sunday. They'll show Joe Burrow walking in. He always wears something wild.
Stapper.
Yeah, he always looks good. The one time he dressed as Gru.
Yes, Gru was fun.
It was hysterical. But now the girls, the WNBA season, it's like a catwalk before the game, and it's been huge. The sport's bigger than ever, thanks to Caitlin Clark and others.
Anything to sell tickets, anything to get attention. I get it as a female comedian.
Sure.
You do whatever you can. You got to get butts and seats is
There
the
you
name
go.
of the game. But I thought it was so cool. I learned about The Thrill, and it's a year and a half old. And I've been in Vegas for a year and a half.
So you're the same age as The Thrill. And where do they play their games? Do you know where The Thrill
in
plays?
Henderson.
Okay.
I know Henderson because I was like, oh, not my neighborhood.
Where do they play? Are
Let
they
me
at the
write that
Dollar
down.
Loan Center?
Yeah, it's Lee's
They changed it. It's not Dollar Loan Center.
Family Farm.
Lee's.
Discount Liquor Family Farm.
Oh, yeah, I know Lee's Discount Liquor. That's all you had to say. Okay.
Yes, nothing says good volleyball like some discount liquor.
Discount liquor. That's how you enjoy it. That's the thrill part. Okay, let's move on to today's episode. Today is it's a milestone, 350th episode.
Whoa.
350.
And you've been in Vegas for a year and a half?
A year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. October. Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're all the same. It's March 7th, 2025. Here's what we do. A little game. I think you played this before. These are all the national days. I'll give you this sheet so you can look at.
That's fun.
I made up a fake one. Okay. So you have to pick the fake. But here, I'm going to read them and we'll get little comments on each one. So here we go. Today, National Cereal Day. That's a real one. And then I have in parentheses, Esther, what's your kid's favorite?
Ha. He's not allowed to eat cereal.
Oh, okay. Keep him.
I gave him eggs. We're trying to get him to the NBA.
Okay, right. I got a protein. Okay, so
I did hard-boiled eggs and yogurt, and then I pushed him and I said, "Get stronger."
Right. So no sugary cereals.
No. There's plenty of sugar in everything. He doesn't really understand. Like he thinks cereal is dessert because his dad eats cereal at night, like a bachelor or something.
Okay. All right. Here we go. That is a real one. I'll give you a freebie, everybody. Here are all the other ones. National Sock Monkey Day, National Flapjack Day, and I'm going to stop right there. I don't like pancakes, and everyone thought I was nuts. Who also does not like pancakes in this room, right?
Get
Everyone
out of
else
this
likes
country.
pancakes?
Get out of this country.
It's just flour and maple syrup and butter.
I put bananas in mine to make it extra healthy, the potassium.
Yeah, there you go. All right. National Employee Appreciation Day. Alexander Graham Bell Day. Now, last week was his birthday, so I don't know why they didn't do that on his birthday. All right. Plant Power Day. Test for Allergies Day. National Speech and Debate Education Day. National Be Heard Day. Friday Fish Fry Day. National Middle Name Pride Day. What is your middle name?
K.
K-A-Y?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you say it was such like, like?
So weird.
Right.
Esther K.
Esther K. That's yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's the best part of my name, and it's still a disappointment.
Every kiss begins. Mine is Joseph, by the way, if anyone's wondering.
Very strong.
Vince, you're Joseph? You and Andrew? All right, so your full name, Vincent. Okay, and what's your social security number again? Just going to do a little. National Dress in Blue Day. I forgot to wear blue. Oh, wait. Black. Damn it.
And he still pulls out his underwear. It's black.
I am wearing underwear.
Wait a second.
National. Well, Adrian's dressing in blue. National Crown Roast of Pork Day, National Tartar Sauce Day, Global Unplugging, Day of Unplugging.
All of these are today?
Oh, all of them are today, but one's fake. We go behind the glass to see what they think. Sean is going no flapjacks. Vince is saying test for allergies is fake. Drew Dog is saying middle name pride is fake. Jerry Sock Monkey Day is fake. Anyone else think of a fake? What do you think's fake?
Fish fry seems too, everything else is outrageous, and then fish fry seems too basic.
Because you're not Catholic.
Oh.
It's Ash Wednesday started. You're not supposed to eat meat on Fridays.
I'm so sorry that I'm not Catholic.
Right,
My mistake.
It's okay.
I feel guilty. I feel terrible.
That's the Catholic guilt. And do you have a take on this one? Guessing?
Middle name Pride Day.
Middle name Pride Day.
No one likes that.
So, anyone else from the peanut gallery? Sock Monkey Day, because we were talking about sock monkeys. Anyone? Sock Monkey seems to be positive. Someone is right today. The fake one is Test for Allergies Day. Congratulations.
Wow.
Was that you, Vince? Was that you? Vince, there you go. Vince is positive that the fake one is something I was doing at the time, and I was testing myself for allergies yesterday. No, I wasn't. But that is the fake one. All right. So here we go. We got a couple celebrity birthdays. He's the one who knocks. Star of Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston, Walter White, Heisenberg, turned 69.
Hell yeah.
Turned 69, Keith.
69.
There we go. It's our Ronnie Munn from The Stern Show, 69. Jenna Fisher, a.k.a. Pam on The Office, 51. And 2 Hall of Fame Pittsburgh Steelers. How could I coordinate this? The great Lynn Swann is 73 years old. When he was a kid, that made him a better athlete. His parents put him in ballet classes. What do you think of ballet classes possible?
Anything to get my kids to skip college and go straight to professional sports. I don't care if it's ballet, yoke, whatever. I'm
just telling you. There you go. And the late, great Franco Harris was born on this day in 1950. So happy birthday to those Steelers. What we do is we mix it all together in an AI image that's done by Caden up in Utah. Here's the results. Let's take oh my God. So there's the Crown Pig Roast. There's a bottle of blue pills. Was it Viagra Day? What's going on there? That monkey is absolutely horrifying, but yet needs glasses. He's very nearsighted.
Where's the Catholic fish fry?
Oh my God, I just realized that's blue meth for Bryan Cranston's birthday. That's blue meth for Breaking Bad. AI, kudos. Chef's
undefeated.
kiss.
AI is undefeated.
AI is undefeated. Then we got Lynn Swann and Franco Harris, I guess. That looks nothing like either. They have that 13-year-old's bass that he caught up in Massachusetts. It's Fish Fry Day, so they're eating fish, but not fried. Well, health. They want to be healthy. They're athletes.
Good.
They eat healthy. Then there's a green plant there because it was Plant Power Day, and there looks like some eggs or what are those brown things? I don't know. But you know what they all are thinking about? They're all taking pride in their middle name right now because it's national. And I noticed there's a Steelers logo in the background behind Lynn Swann.
That is amazing.
And Franco Harris, who neither wore 15 nor those colors. So AI's got a work to do. But the crystal blue meth from Breaking, that monkey, by the way, someone who's writing a horror movie, there's your villain.
Yeah.
That is the thing that will keep kids up at night. That's the most frightening sock monkey I've ever. The hands?
That's
He's got
scary.
3 hands. Well, you
AI is famous for being like, wait, it's Scarlett Johansson with a fourth hand.
See, the hands, 6 fingers usually. So
I love AI glitches.
There you go. Well, there it is.
It means that we'll always have a job.
Hopefully.
With
for
like
now.
my other hand comes out.
Third hand. All right, there you go on that. Okay, Esther, we got a couple funny videos to end the show with here. I want to do them in order, right? Or not let's see what order we want to go. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. We're going to go with number 4, Trevor Glassman. Trevor Glassman's a comedian. He was in Vegas. He was here. He was on the show.
Oh, nice.
He was from Tampa, actually.
No way.
Yeah, he's from Tampa. How did
What high school?
What
Melville? Street? What neighborhood?
Smith Street.
I feel like Pittsburgh, you probably, if someone's like, oh, do you know so-and-so? What high school? What neighbor? What street?
It's totally true. Yeah, there you go. It's bar mitzvah at Beth Shalom. Trevor Glassman. I've been on the show. Here's Trevor Glassman trying to dunk. So here we go. If you want to get him to the NBA.
White man can't jump.
White man can't jump. Bull.
White.
All right, he ain't white. And didn't get it in.
That felt Tampa to me.
That was very Tampa. Very Tampa. And then the live crew of cops came in and arrested him. And All right, number 3, it's wiffle ball. Does your kid play? Is he only basketball? Is Moses only playing?
He plays everything, but
Okay.
we were really focused on basketball.
What's his percentile height expectant?
Well, right
your
now
husband's-
he's 4 feet tall and he's 4 years old, and he's in the 100th. He's off the charts. I mean, I'm a Jewish mom. I will
Right.
just gush over him. He's Mensa smart. He's going to be 11 feet tall.
Right.
LeBron, watch out.
All right. So anyway, wiffle ball is kind of what I played a lot. And there is no pro wiffle ball. Actually, there kind of is pro wiffle. Well, not pro, but
So you feel like pro wiffle ball kind of leads people into talk show hosts?
I think so. I think that's how it works.
Announcer.
Well, wiffle ball, it was, you couldn't get hurt and you could be a certain height. I mean, I'm 5'10", 5'7", 5'6.5". I am the Blade. That is my nickname. All right, so I want you, this is an 8-year-old versus his older brother in wiffle ball. Watch this shot.
Wiffle ball with my 8-year-old brother.
Okay, so this kid that hits this just crushes it, and the spirit of his little brother. So you read the comment, he walks the bases. Look, he's rubbing it. Look how far it went. Turns out this kid's in the Seattle Mariners. He's actually like a professional. That's why that swing was so sweet.
That's funny.
But just humiliated his little brother.
I like the idea that professional athletes just show up to very casual, like dad and son sports day and
Exactly.
just annihilate. I want that.
All right, Esther, I have a multiple choice question for you on this one.
Oh,
okay, so here we go. Esther, this falls under the category of yes, it's sports, but would you gamble on it? So we'll find out.
All of the above.
This is sent to my buddy Reno Paul. Here are your multiple choices. What would you like to see the next clip? Would you like to see a guy standing around waiting for a bus? A guy raking his yard? Or women's handstand walk obstacle course?
Women's handstand.
Yeah, roll it. Here we go. All right, take a look at this sport. So, this is the best. Oh, it's the best. Danielle Brandon. Everyone knows her. So, I don't understand that this is actually a competitive thing. We run across a lot of weird stuff. So they're
Let
going.
me ask you this.
Yeah, please.
Can you handstand
I
walk?
cannot. I cannot. She can over there. I could not. But she, they got to go over like ramps and stuff.
I love this.
Yeah. So there you go. She won, and she gets. Oh no. Oh, I guess you get to.
This is a good sport. My husband's into competitive eating. That's a question
Like
mark.
Joey Chestnut
There's
stuff?
an entire episode you need to do of like, does this count as a sport?
We do it once in a while, like kind of like this stuff.
Does this count as a sport? Sure.
Might be a good idea.
If people pay to see it, then it's a sport.
We've had a guy. We had one. A lot of them come from Germany and Japan, where they have to throw a newspaper on the door on a bike, and they're being judged. We had the kicky thing. A bunch of guys on what are they called? Jungle gym kind of thing, and they kick each other. Last person to stay on. These are things that are on
That's a sport in my house.
Kicking each other, the last man standing. All right, there's the women's obstacle course. I don't know. That's a sport. There you go. I mean, they're good at it. I mean, you got to be in good shape for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, sure. All right, we're going to go to Kenny White's Dog of the Day. Kenny White Sports for some picks. Kenny White, you can see him on Sports by the Book here different times. I don't know what time it is. He just tune in. 10 o'clock some days. I don't know. Here's Kenny White. He's at Valparaiso plus 9.5 at Northern Iowa. What do you think of that pick tonight, Esther?
Yeah, Northern Iowa sounds like they've got to be good at sports because what else?
Well, he's figuring taking the Ducks. So Valpo gets 9.5 points. So he's taking the underdog.
Okay.
So Northern Iowa might win, but Valparaiso.
Where's Valparaiso?
Everyone knows it's in Indiana. I thought so. It is Indiana, right? Anyway, okay, it's Indiana.
Both places have nothing going on. I used to do picks based on like where would I rather vacation, but like
So what would
Hawaii University
Right,
isn't
exactly.
good at sports.
The Hawaii
but now I'm
Rainbows.
like, what's the most boring? There's absolutely nothing to do except for practice your sports. I feel like Northern Iowa.
Same. They're very similar. People just get drunk all the time and fight.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Usually, as I said, we usually do our little dog of the day here. But today, because it's hockey night in Vegas, we have a cat who's a goalie. So here is a cat. So this could be playing for the Penguins tonight. Little stick work here, trying to fake out the cat. Take a shot. No! He says no. Cat's pretty good. Oh, wait. Okay. You think you can sneak one by him? Where are you going? You're going to go? Oh,
That's good.
And then you're allowed to lay on the ice and play with the puck like that. So I don't know. I don't know what the name of this cat is. Barrasso? What's this cat's name? Oh, yeah. Won't even trickle in. And now.
I'm waiting for the cat to like slam onto the screen.
Right, exactly. Well.
That's my favorite part.
No. Oh, no. Oh, they got one by the cat. He's being pulled now. And they're spaying it.
It looks like a little penguin. It looks like a little penguin.
Because it's black and white, a little bit.
I feel like like the next time you come here,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, can you believe the penguins won like that?
Could be. That's
You
a
guys-
good point.
Everyone's like, oh, Esther, don't.
Well, we're going to find out in about 8 hours. Let's see, it's 1 o'clock. About 8 hours, 9 hours from now, we'll find out. That'll be about the final. A couple things. Programming note. Ladies and gentlemen, this show will be off for 2 weeks. I'm going to shoot something in Atlanta. I can't talk about, top secret, but it's pretty cool. So we'll be dark for 2 weeks. We'll be back on March 24th. What else? Oh, tomorrow, today, Sonny Vaccaro, Pittsburgh legend. How is this happening? Pittsburgh legend, Sonny Vaccaro. Did you see the movie Air with Matt Damon?
Yes, I did.
He's playing Sonny Vaccaro. Doesn't that look like Matt Damon?
Oh, amazing. No. I'm always like, no wonder they had an actor.
There you go. So Sonny Vaccaro, Pittsburgh legend. He will be on Sports by the Book today at 2 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, with his brother Jimmy Vaccaro, who lives here now, works here at South Point. So it's a big episode. They're very lucky.
He played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
He was he was not in the Jimmy was not in the movie, but it was more about Sonny and how he brought Michael Jordan to Nike.
Yeah,
it's a great movie, by the way.
It was a great
Really
movie,
good.
but I kind of wanted to see the young Michael Jordan do some acting, and they really hid
They
him.
never showed his face. That was done on purpose. They didn't want to show. They just showed him from the back all the time. And Michael Jordan, the only way Michael Jordan said, "I'll allow you to make the movie," is if Viola Davis plays my mom.
Wow.
And they said, "All right, we'll go get Viola Davis," and they got her. So there you
I
go.
love that Michael Jordan has a Michael Jordan, and that's Viola Davis.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, exactly. Oscar winner Viola Davis. Is that it? I guess that's it, right?
We have Russell Westbrook, number 1.
Oh, you want to do Russell Westbrook clip? Oh, yeah, this is a good clip. We'll take it to the
Wait,
top.
I like him, right?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook used to play for Denver. So that's a nice thing he did. Watch this clip here. I forgot about this one, Keith. Thanks for the reminder. So this guy came all the way in from Korea.
For watching Denver games.
Look at this. Your husband will like this.
And you watch the Nuggets on League Pass?
6,000 miles.
I don't know that they're allowed to watch the Nuggets in North Korea.
That's the only one they're allowed to watch.
Yeah, they're only allowed to watch Denver.
Or
So he gets to
Dennis
meet-
Rodman.
North Korean guy likes
Oh,
His
yeah,
play.
so do we see the jersey at the end? Okay, watch it. So look at this at the end. Russell Westbrook came over and met him and gave him a jersey. Look at this.
South Korea, Kim over there.
Look at this.
He's jumping up and down. He's all excited for you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. And I got another jersey for you. I'm gonna bring it over.
Oh.
See that? And he gave him a jersey.
I'm gonna try that. I'm coming there and saying I'm from Lithuania.
Well,
I'm
right.
like,
Exactly right. And get a jersey. Well, that's how you got
Just
that one.
pretend
Look
you're
at
from-
this. He's taking his jersey off and
That's
giving it to the guy who flew
amazing.
6,000 miles.
You can make a lot of money off of that. He's
I know,
handing him
right?
$200 in exchange.
Well, that's how he's getting home to Korea. He's going to sell the jersey. I think you can take Southwest there.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
sure.
he's not going home.
Look.
He's starting a business with that man.
Look at that. How cool is that? Look at
This
this.
is
He's losing his
awesome.
mind. How great of a clip is that?
Greatest team in the
There
world.
you go. I mean,
Greatest team.
The synergy of Pittsburgh and hockey and Denver, I don't know how we do it. We do it all the time. Stick around in 2 o'clock. You got to watch that episode of Sports by the Book. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you to the whole Pittsburgh crew was here. And Courtney was here. Vince, Jerry, and Keith. Esther Steinberg, who killed it again, ladies and gentlemen. And my buddy Matt Light. I'm Frank Nicotero. Punchline stands for lines. Live in Nevada every show. Bye.